the floor, and then try to walk with straight legs, getting the hamstrings stretched out. Without trying to roll your shoulders forward, you're looking to get as far up with those legs as possible. So we're gonna do 50 feet worth. Then pull apart and pass through for our second mobility exercise. So squeeze your glutes, keep that core tight. Simply pull that band apart. Really simple stuff. Trying to get their upper back fired up. But I'm also going to suggest paying attention to your wrist. Don't let that band sling you in. So pay attention to strengthening that wrist as well. Okay? And then here's what we're going to do. You're going to do one pull apart and then one pass through. Up and around. Really try to open up those shoulders. Press up. And then back around, and then do another do another pull apart, and then pass through. So as you're pulling that band over, as you're passing through, I should say, you can be pulling it apart as well to help create some space so you can get those shoulders up and around. Well, think about all your lifts, whether it be your deadlift or your bench press, your pull up. A lot of times it's your arms can handle it, but your grip strength
that's true.
is the weakest link. I try to engage both shoulders at the same time and feel both hands.
Yeah.
It's okay, you just gotta you can bend elbows a little bit, especially in the beginning. Yeah, you can bend them forever. As long as you're getting that stretch, it doesn't really matter. Warm up. Box drill today, combination is going to be 1, 4, 2, 3. So when you see LR1, that means both of your feet, left and right, are in the one spot. If you were to see L1R2, that means you're doing, shoulder width stance. LR1, LR4, here, 2, and back to 3. And then back to 1. So it's boom, 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 boom. They don't have to be big jumps, but the idea is to kind of just follow that kind of line in your head. Once you get in the routine of it, you'll be fine. We're doing 10 rounds of those. So 10 complete series, and that'll be one set. Your hold today is going to be an overhead hold of some sort. You have plate, dumbbell, whatever it is. But we're looking to stack everything up from my ankle to my wrist, squeezing the glutes. So my ankle is underneath my knee. My knee is underneath my hip, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Good. In a stacked position, right? So letting those shoulders settle down. Don't try to rise them up. Just kind of chill out here. Keep the core nice and tight. Keep your head neutral. That's going to be a 45-second to a 60-second hold. And third on the list is a lateral band walk. So if you have a band at home, you're looking to have a shoulder width stance here. You can Velcro these, or whatever kind of band you have, doesn't really matter. But we're looking to fire up the outside of the hip. So taking a neutral position, shoulder width stance, and then you're looking to move laterally and get the outer hip kind of engaged, right? So it's not going to be a big step, but you're going to stay in this athletic stance, press off the base leg, and then move the leg that you're moving. In other words, if I'm going to my left right now, I'm planting my right into the ground, lifting my left up, maintaining that athletic stance, okay? So we're doing 12 each side. I'm going to suggest maybe do 3 each side at a time, or 6 at a time, or 12 at a time, but I like doing back and forth. Your call though, just get 12 done each side. 4 rounds on the warm up. Oh my God, that was so shitty.
That was really bad.
Bing. There we go. I gotta take a little ring in my ear.
You can pretend you're gonna clap and I'll just clap.
All right, ready?
Yeah,
3, 2. All right, today's work period, today's whistle drill is a lateral shuffle to a sprawl. So what's a sprawl? Here, right? Where do you position yourself when you're doing a lateral shuffle? Here, so it's actually perfect. So lateral shuffle, athletic stance, stay light on your feet. right? Toes facing forward, hips facing forward. Here's where it gets fun. I control the shots. So you're just doing this for 20 seconds. Taking like 3 or 4 steps each side. I'll say down, back into a sprawl position, and then right back into your lateral shuffle. Okay, makes sense? So it's 20 seconds
my
of
business until.
just listen for my down. Yep, 20 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. I have a timer here now to keep us kind of checked in with being accurate with the timing. And that's it. I'll give you 60 seconds rest after one full round of 4 rounds of that 20, 15. All right, finisher time. 3 exercises, 1 for power and strength, 1 for hypertrophy, and 1 for conditioning. You have 20 minutes to do as many rounds as possible, but please don't look at it like an as many rounds as possible during ACON week. Think about the week. We're looking 60-70% max effort level. Your first exercise is going to be a dumbbell front squat. So, as you're going down in the reps and up with the weight with this exercise, take in consideration that you still have to get the weight from here to your shoulders. So, it's going to be depending on how much you can clean up to your shoulders. Does that make sense? Your legs can handle more, but the cleaning part of it is going to be more crucial to your weight choices. All right, front squat, really simple stuff. Take your shoulder width stance, keep your chest up, keep those dumbbells up at your shoulders, and you're squatting down to your comfortability level. Okay? Keeping that chest upright. Give a little pop at the hips at the top. Key component is making sure that your knees stay above your ankles and your core stays tight. Anybody at home for that matter, if you don't have heavier weights for that strength exercise, you can always do what we did early on in quarantine, is work on your negative, or work on the eccentric part of the movement. So if you only have 1 set of dumbbells, for that first set of 12, just slow your cadence down a little bit. Okay, so slow your tempo down. Maybe it's a 3-second negative. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. And then in order to increase the tension, work on slowing even more down as you go toward that 3 rep. After that exercise, take 30 to 45 seconds rest. And then we're going to head into our second exercise. If you have another set of dumbbells, ideally a lighter set. Do your tricep extensions. Flatten your back. Bring dumbbells down to the floor, and then press straight up. Remember what we talked about with stacking joints. I feel like I'm yelling over that radio in there. Stacking joints, right? So if my elbows are above my shoulder right now, I want to try to keep them there, right? That's the best position for my elbow and shoulder, as opposed to coming way back here, where the joints are no longer stacked. There might be too much pressure from my shoulder or my elbow. But here, it's more of a solid foundation. Okay, so you're gonna have to adjust your weights, because that's a smaller muscle back here. But you don't have, you can always grab one and still keep that position with your elbows and get full extension. Just be mindful that your head is here, and you might have to go slightly back. Right? It's also going to force you to concentrate on not letting that weight drop onto your head. Cool? And take your 50 to 30 seconds rest. Your third exercise is very simply lateral hop overs. Stay light on your feet, act like shock absorbers with your ankles, and you're looking for 36 of those.
36 each or 36?
36 total.